Hi, this is Anjum welcoming you to my kitchen and sending you very warm greetings from our home to yours for the new year and the holiday season and a lot of blessings for the coming days and months and years. And this is a new dish that we are going to prepare today, a vegetarian dish. I can call it a raita to make it easy for everyone. We call it Boorani. Boorani is a raita, is a form of raita which contains eggplant and yogurt and a few spices. But it is again, like I say, it's a form of raita and easier to call it a raita because that's what is more known. And we'll make the simplest version of that for those of you who are new, who are trying to get into the kitchen. And once again, my very humble request to especially all my young ones, my children, to get back into the kitchen or to get into the kitchen, because we do see a lot of problems, stomach problems, ailments that are coming from eating a lot of takeout and outside food. Cooking is really not a chore. If you put your heart into it like you put in everything else, it's a pleasure, it's fast, it's really easy, and that's why we do everything quick and easy. And let's get to our recipe today. We start with the ingredients. I introduce you to the ingredients. I just took one eggplant. Now, doesn't matter the shape of the eggplant, the kind of eggplant, you just need a eggplant. And a eggplant, because I'm just doing a small dish, you can expand it. Now, the ingredients for this have no real measurements because this is something I started doing. And approximately for that one eggplant, which I think is less than a pound, more than half a pound, is I took 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. This is tomato paste, just any tomato paste. There's paprika. Those of you who like spicy, do chili or do a mix of paprika and chili. Paprika is nice with the color. You can do red chili. This is curry powder. Basic curry powder you can get in every supermarket. And this is 1 clove of garlic, very fine chopped. And this is it. And then, of course, good old salt, important. And the other ingredient that is important for this is yogurt. Yogurt is going to be our topping. We'll do that last. If you can see here, I strain my yogurt for this dish, because if you just put regular, this is whole milk yogurt, but still the commercial yogurt, you will find that after a while it becomes watery when you put it, you top it on your dishes. So we strain it. We just take our usual normal strainer and then look at the amount of water that's coming out. If you find it's too thick, you can return some of the water to it. Otherwise, it's fine then, and it'll be nice, and then it can stay in the ref for a day or two. We start by if you look behind me, I have a small cooking pan, a frying pan, and I have some oil in it. We do have to put a little oil. It's about half cup of oil because we're going to fry them. That's what gives the taste. Sometimes you have to do the real thing. Everything oil-free is also not good. Your body does need some lubrication, comes from your food. That's why I really don't believe in the fat-free. And there you go. We're going to start slicing. And as I slice, I'm also going to start cooking them. I don't remove the skin. I don't remove any edible skin because it's supposed to be consumed. There you go. We're going to fry them a little crisp and to light brown, and just keep flipping the side until it's done. And then we are going to layer it in our serving dish, and once it's done, then we do the rest of the procedure. So this is the last batch. I used a small pan, and I took this is my third batch, and just 2 to 3 minutes for every batch. Just keep turning till they are nice and golden brown. If you're doing it more than that, then you're overcooking, then they won't be nice and crispy. And for those of you who are wondering, I did not tell you how thick. This is the thickness. It's thicker on this side, then this doesn't matter. They're just like potato wedges as you would slice them. And it's done here. We are going to take them out, dish them out in this, and then we're going to, as you can see, it's nice and golden brown. And of course they're not going to remain crispy because we're going to cover them with a sauce and with the tomato dressing, a sauce, and then with the yogurt. But when they fry, this is how they turn out. There you go, my friends. And what I'm going to do is, if you see from half cup of oil that we started with, this is the leftover. Don't panic if you don't have any leftover. Just add a few drops, like not few drops, a tablespoon, and start. And I'm going to really lower my heat, and I'm going to put this on. This is the garlic. This is the garlic, and the garlic is going to just cook on very low. We don't want to burn it. Correct? We're just going to leave this on, and while this is cooking to a little color, let's come to our tomato. This is the tomato paste. We're going to add a little water, like about half a cup to 1 cup, depending on how thick you want the sauce. I'm adding the curry powder. This is the for those of you who like only the paprika, otherwise some chili, red chili to it. This is salt. We're going to remind ourselves, as you see, you have to, this is the color of the garlic. I'll take it out for a while. This sauce is going to be poured into that as soon as I have mixed it. Like once again I said, you have to check the consistency. Sugar, not too much because yogurt has sugar also. A small bit of sugar because as I always mention, I have mentioned, I think, that sugar is it's a flavor enhancer. It's a good substitute for your MSG. You see, this is the thing, and we're going to pour it in this, and this is your tomato sauce to cover your eggplant. But I'm not satisfied with the amount of water, so I'm going to add a little more water. It again depends on how thick you want it, but it has to be of a consistency that you can spread on the eggplant. Once again, if you don't like so much tomato sauce, you can reduce. It's totally up to you. Most important is the yogurt that goes on top. We're going to take care of that in a minute. This is it. Now, I always say experiment even with my experiments. These recipes are my experiments, but you experiment over them because you always come out with something nice. Believe me, it's always edible and it's very exciting. If you don't like the black pepper, I do use a little paprika. You can also use not the red pepper, red chili, use black pepper. You can use some herbs, you can use some parsley, you can use anything, you can use mint. Just do whatever makes you happy. And whatever, sometimes it's also whatever is available at home. Okay, we're just going to let it cook a few seconds or a couple of minutes. You have to wait till the oil comes on top. That means the sauce is cooked. We're just going to come back here and mix our yogurt. There you go. Like I said, I have strained this yogurt to make sure it's not watery. But if I feel that this is too thick, I might return some of the and to this yogurt you can add anything. You can add some garlic salt, you can add pepper, you can add some chopped greens. Once again, you choose your herbs, your spices, because the taste is yours to decide. I just give you the basics, but we have to beat it nice and smooth to make sure we spread it nicely. And again, the amount of yogurt is yours to choose. If you want more, Usually I would do more, but this is all I took out today, and that's what we're going to do. If you return here and look at the sauce, it's cooking, bubbling, and the oil is separating from the sauce. But let me just taste. It is really delicious, only I think I need to add a little more sugar to please my taste. At this stage you would test and add, and please do feel free to send your comments, positive. I get a lot of positive comments. I need to thank each one of you who has encouraged me, and this is I get negative comments also, but that's okay, that's part of life. That's where the goodness comes out. You learn to identify, and this is something that I started from my heart, for goodness sake, and it has to remain good. I really appreciate all those who appreciate, and all those who give sometimes negative comments, sometimes constructive comments, because I'm learning for the rest of my life. I'm also learning from you. So there you go, our sauce is almost done. And you just want to make sure that the paste is not raw. Tomato is cooked, because tomato paste is just tomato paste. It's not a sauce. You can also substitute that by tomato sauce, cooked sauce, any kind of sauce. There's all kinds of flavored tomato sauce available, not ketchup. It's a sauce we are talking about. I use paste because it's always available at home. There you go, we are done. I'm just going to pour it. But do cook it for a few minutes, like 3 to 4 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, to give it a cooked flavor. We're just going to pour it on our eggplant. Use a spoon if you're not sure. Use a spoon. Make sure you use a spoon so that it spreads evenly. There you go. It's done. We're going to bring it back here, and we are going to spread our yogurt. We have to add a little salt to our yogurt. Again, not too much. And I will show you why I kept it plain. Once again, if you like more yogurt, please go for more yogurt. I just use less. And there you go. It's all done. We're going to just garnish a little bit, and the two spices that I like to put on top, this is we call it zeera, white cumin, just roasted and thick ground. It's very good for adding flavor to dishes. And I have some chili flakes. I would sprinkle them, but if you don't like it hot, please don't. And this is our Boorani, our eggplant raita, or eggplant salad, whatever you call it. Enjoy it warm, enjoy it cold. Whichever way you like it, you can keep in the ref and take it out and serve it. It's still good. And please do let me know, and we'll stay in touch, and we'll get back to you with another